Today, we're talking about how to lose weight as a 32-year-old woman weighing 61 kilograms who is 172 centimeters tall. Very specific because it comes from a comment, okay? But before we get into the video, give me 15 seconds of your time, okay? Please, please, please subscribe to this channel because I have new exciting things coming up. And if you find these videos useful, then please subscribe. You'll be getting notifications all the time when I release new videos. Please like this video, comment down below any questions that you have because it helps my reach, it helps me reach more people, and I'm really here to help. Also, down below, subscribe to my newsletter. Like I said, I have new things coming up, so if you're subscribed, you'll know about this, but there's new stuff coming up about weight loss, new guides, okay? So stay tuned for those, but subscribe to my newsletter because there'll be more stuff in my newsletter as well, and that is super useful. Right, onto the video. This is the question that this person sent me. This is at Bebby_doll. Commented this under my last video, okay? She said, I started working out a few times a week and I'm trying to do more protein since I'm always skinny fat, right? Skinny fat is a big problem and always have belly and no muscles, but I look like I'm skinny, okay? I started more protein, less carbs, creatine. I'm on the same weight, but I feel the new muscles, but the progress seems a bit slow than usual. Maybe you can use my example. 32 years old, 61 kilograms, 172. Activity started a month ago to work out combination gym and Pilates, total of 4 times a week. Okay, so here's the thing. First things first, right? When you are skinny fat, you have to understand that for you, the goal isn't to lose weight because you know that you are skinny, you have a bit of fat, okay? But you're lanky. For the most part, you're lanky. You don't have that muscle mass to give your body that shape, okay? She said she has, I think it's a she, I'm assuming it's a she has belly fat, okay? A belly fat as a skinny fat person is a big thing because a lot of people who are skinny fat tend to carry their fat on their tummies, okay? It could be in other places as well, but tummy as a woman is the most common one. So the first thing I'm going to emphasize is strength training, strength training, strength training. She said she started gym, okay? I don't know what that means. Not very specific, okay? What is she doing? But before we get into that, okay, let's do her BMR. So your BMR is a very important measure. Basically, how many calories your body burns at rest without doing anything, okay? So you plug your weight, your height, and your age into the Harris-Benedict formula, okay? And you get given your BMR, okay? So your activity isn't taken into account. So then what we have to do, so she trains about 4 times a week, and assuming she does some steps, which she didn't mention, but if she does, and if you do, let's say her activity is moderate, so 1.5, okay? That's moderate. Low, lightly active would be 1.375, okay? I'll include it down below. But moderately active, so her total calories that she burns in the day is 2,110. That's including her activity levels, okay? So now, in terms of the calories that she needs to eat in order for her to improve her body composition is this. These are the exact calories, okay? Because you don't want to, I'm going to call you Babby, you don't want to lose weight. That's not what you want. You want body recomposition. So the first point of action for you is to make sure you're eating at maintenance, okay? So let's just stick to a simple 2,100 calories, okay? For all of my clients, I always say 100 to 120. You are very tall, so you can shoot for the higher end of this protein target, okay? That's 100 to 120 grams of protein, okay? Then you're gonna have about 65 grams of fat, all right? And then you're gonna have about 270 grams of carbs, all right? In terms of your protein, yes, you can go above that if you want on certain days, okay? But this is a realistic goal for anyone who wants body recomposition, who wants more muscle mass, a bit less fat, okay? This is a perfect target, this range. You don't have to be exact, okay? It doesn't have to be exactly 120, it can be 128, it can be a bit higher some days. And then you can play around with these as well. Let's say some days you get a little bit less protein, you're gonna have more fat, okay? You're gonna maybe have more carbs, or maybe some days you'll have less carbs and more fat. It's okay. But generically speaking, if you stick to these ranges, you'll be a-okay. All right. So that's in terms of your diet. So why do you need to be on maintenance? Well, because like I said, you don't want to be losing weight. We know that you are skinny fat. We know that you carry a bit of fat, but you don't have enough muscle mass to help you burn that fat. Okay. So what we want to do, we want to support muscle building. Okay. In order for us to do that, we need to be on maintenance. We cannot go on lower calories because you're going to be depleting your body. There's no way in the world that anyone can build a muscle on a calorie deficit, okay? So first and foremost, always maintenance, okay? If your goal is body recomposition, and then surplus is a different story. I'm not going to talk about that today, but if you want to shape your body even more, then you'll have times where you're in a surplus, you'll have times when you're in a deficit. But for the generic person who's just looking for body recomposition, okay, maintenance calories, which for you, Babby, is 2,100 calories, and then making sure that you strength train. So you mentioned that you go to the gym. You said you started gym and Pilates. I'm not sure what you do in the gym. Okay, I'm going to include a simple plan down below, just a quick PDF guide that you can follow, all right, in order for you to get in better shape. Because if you go to the gym, okay, and you jump on the treadmill, that muscle isn't going to build itself, all right? There's nowhere in the world that you're going to get any muscle from just walking on the treadmill. Let me grab a sip of this drink. Also, please subscribe to the channel one more time, newsletter, PDF guide down below, okay? Weight training, I would recommend 2 to 3 times a week. I know that Pilates is a big thing, but let me tell you one thing. Pilates isn't going to help you build muscle, okay? Pilates is great, especially as a beginner. It's a great way to get introduced to exercises and learn how to move your body. It's fantastic. I'm not saying don't do it, okay? But if let's say you're going to do Pilates twice a week, you're going to strength train full on twice a week as well, okay? You're going to go to the max because twice a week, if you're strength training twice a week, you really need to give yourself a kick up your ass, okay? And really focus on progressively overloading, making sure that you are pushing the limits of your body. So full body workouts, okay? You're going to focus on squats, deadlifts, bent over rows, bench press, a bit of shoulder press, okay? And then maybe some abs. But I would assume that your Pilates is going to sort out your abs for you. And those 5 movements, you're including a lot of core work in that as well because you're having to stabilize your body. The key thing is you have to do these exercises with perfect form, okay? If you don't know how to do these exercises, let me know. I will record every single one, show you how to do them. But I have a lot of exercises filmed on my channel already, so just check it out. But I'll do a library again just to help you out, okay? Pilates, then again, like I said, that's going to help you train your core, okay? And then in order for you to help you start burning a little bit of that fat a bit faster, okay, which with the strength training you will, okay, you need to do your steps. So you need to walk at least, depending on what job you have. I know it's not realistic for everybody, but if let's say you're only able to go for a quick 20-minute walk, that's plenty, okay? Just do it regularly every single day. And then on the weekend, you can ramp up your steps a bit more to, let's say, 12,000, okay? Go on hikes, go outside, go shopping, okay? Get a watch or carry your phone around to make sure you're checking how many steps you're doing. But in the week, if you're busy, just shoot for one 20-minute walk or about, let's say, at least 5,000 steps a day, okay? I'm not telling you you have to get 10,000 steps a day because that's not realistic for everybody. Because the key to this process is nutrition, okay? If your nutrition is not on point, then you're gonna have to be constantly doing more and more, walking more, training more in order for your body to, see any change. But even then, it's gonna be kind of, a push and pull. It's not really gonna happen, okay? You're just gonna see a little bit of change, then you're gonna eat really badly, and you're gonna stop seeing results quite quickly. So your diet is the key thing, okay? And again, just a quick reminder, do not overdo it on the protein, okay? If you overdo it on the protein, it's just a waste of calories. Protein turns into fat like any other macronutrient, okay? So if you have too much of it, okay, it's useless because you can just have this much, which is ideal for your body, And then you can enjoy your food, okay, with this macro split, okay? Because just eating, let's say 200 grams in protein is very hard, very disturbing, very sad. Okay, so stick to this protein goal. Don't feel like you have to eat like a bodybuilder, and then still enjoy your life. But make sure you're eating nutritious foods, okay? If you want me to give you my nutrition guide, please, the link is down below, okay? Right, I think I've touched on everything. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. If you want me to help you out, comment down below your struggles, your age, weight, height, and also your gender, please, and your activity levels, okay, what you do exactly. But I really want to do these more because I feel like I'm helping a lot more people, and I want to help you as much as I can. So down below, I'll be including guides that you can use, okay? And on the way, I have a guide, the only guide that you will need to lose weight. It's going to be super affordable, but for those people who are going to want to do body recomposition, lose fat, gain muscle, okay, sculpt their bodies, this is going to be the perfect guide for you. So please don't miss it. It's coming out soon. I'm still working on it. But for now, subscribe, like this video, and also get all the materials down below. Subscribe to my newsletter as well. And comment down below your example, okay? I'm here to help. So see you on the next one.